things have changed, as you say, at least on the awareness level. The fact that Mr. Kennedy get up and talk about getting nutrition taught in medical schools, and everybody I know says, yes, that's a good idea. So the fact that we're that much closer to making that a reality, that's huge, and has a lot to do with podcasters like you folks who have been educating the public and demanding that our doctors know something about nutrition. I think it's raised the pressure and the temperature to reach the public health folks and the legislator folks. So just the awareness changing has certainly been a major advance that I'm really positive about. And well, and you go through a supermarket. I became vegan in 1981, and back then the health food stores were bleak. There was some powdered soy milk in the corner, and that was about it. And now you go into most any supermarket, and you see a whole panoply of plant-based food ideas and ingredients. Low glycemic pastas and minimally damaging veggie burgers and plant-based.
Is that how they advertise it on the packaging?
Minimally damaging, yes, compared to the real beef burgers. But the yogurts and the cheeses, no one's saying that these are the bastions of healthy foods. But at least they are giving a thumbs up to people who are on that plant-based journey, that they don't have to feel that they're bereft of taste and textures and all the social implications of that. Every restaurant, no matter what they serve, steakhouses, they have a vegetarian section on the menu. You can make a plant-based meal happen in most any restaurant, and ask and you shall receive. So there's been significant progress. We're still in the embryonic stages, and this remarkable event has happened where Mr. Kennedy has gotten pledges from 53 of the nation's medical schools, and there's 160 medical schools in the United States, so that's a third of them have committed to come up with some type of nutrition curriculum. Now, what's going to be taught in that is another issue, which Dr. Burns and I still have a lot of work to do to make sure the plant-based message gets strongly delivered. But the fact that it's happening at all, is just remarkable. And even the other 100 medical schools who didn't make that pledge still have the option to incorporate nutrition-based principles into their general curriculum. And so I'm excited about these important couple of inches of progress. They say when the dog plays the violin, don't criticize the quality of the playing. The fact they're playing at all is wonderful. And the same, in fact, these people are talking about teaching medical schools nutrition is important. But a major mission that Dr. Burns is going to be undertaking is we have the list of those 53 medical schools, and we are going to ride herd on them. We're going to ask to see the curriculum that they are proposing be taught and see what kind of input we can get to make sure that the Plant Strong message is delivered clearly in these curricula. But it's an exciting time, so very timely that we're having this discussion. Really appreciate it.
Importantly, I have 4 dogs, and just thanks a lot, Dr. Klaper, because now they're going to want to pick up string instruments. And
Zach, I really want to hear about, obviously this was just announced and you're just putting together what you're going to be doing. And I really want to hear about how you're going to be handling this project, which sounds just like a huge opportunity. Before we even get to that, you've been only practicing for a few years. You've been out of school for a few years and practicing family medicine. Can you just give us the overview of your experiences? You're not in a lifestyle medicine practice. You're seeing all sorts of different patients. What is your experience of what people know about what they should be eating and what they actually are eating?
Well, first of all, it's really nice to be here. I have 3 mentors here in medicine and in activism, and it's a pleasure. What has practice been like? I've been fully licensed for a year and a half. It's been a wild ride. Before that, it was 3 years in residency, so I was functionally practicing. What do people know about nutrition? Most of us in our society don't know much at all. We never learned it. It's not part of public education. And in fact, we receive a lot of misinformation and big food advertising and junk. We're bombarded with it on the roadside billboards. It's everywhere. So this is not news, but a lot of us are eating junk as the norm. We're not splurging and having a treat. That's just the food that people are eating is what we consider junk. It's hyper processed. It's high in animal protein and fat. It's minimal in fiber, fruits, veggies, legumes, whole grains, and we just take that for granted. I think most people that's what we eat. Well, we've seen that it has dramatic health consequences. And so that's who Dr. Klaper and I see when our patients come in. People have the predictable consequences of the modern food stream. And it's not pretty. I'm very concerned about it. The chronic disease rates are only growing. By 2030, 50% of Americans are projected to be obese with a BMI 30 plus. BMI isn't everything, right? It's not a perfect metric, but it does correlate with complications. Diabetes is on the rise. 900,000 Americans die of heart-related disease every year. That's twice as many people as died from COVID in 2021. This is happening annually, right? So I think that it's good that MAHA is aware of chronic disease and trying to tackle chronic disease. I do have some concerns about the approach.
Yeah. Dr. Klaper, did you want to weigh in on that? You look like you might want to.
No, it's just so great to have Dr. Burrs on board with our work here for so many reasons. He's the next generation. He's going to be the receiver of the torch here to carry on the tradition. But he's in communication with his generation. Makes me feel so old. I used to be young too. But the fact that he's tuned in to many of the things that I'm on, he's such a powerful ally, and he's the ray of hope that makes us all feel good there. So, and he's absolutely right. We've still lots of work to do here to make sure that what's taught is not carnivore propaganda, but it's a doable mission, and we'll stay on it.
Ray of Hope, could you just chime in, because you mentioned that you had some I'm going to call you that from now on.
Ray of
Hope.
I like it. Yeah.
That's it's so funny though. That's what we all call you.
Could be my Instagram handle.
You mentioned that you have some hopes and fears, I guess, about this new initiative. We don't know a lot about it yet. Can you go into a little bit more detail about what you're worried about, what it is you're trying to prevent from happening and what you're hoping you could make happen?
Sure. So I think it's fantastic that the government has gotten 53 medical schools to commit to 40 hours of nutrition curricula. We just have to put it in perspective. 40 hours is still meager. Med students are studying. They have thousands and thousands of hours of classes. So we got to celebrate small victories, but put in perspective. There are a few facets to this. When they talk about nutrition in the curricula, it's loose. I think that's good. We want medical schools to really have the final say on the curriculum and not the federal government. But what they're doing is the MAHA, RFK Jr. They're encouraging these core competencies. Some of these competencies came out of an expert review. It was a 2024 article in the Journal of the American Medical Association. So it was a legitimate review, and they came out with 36 competencies, and they're all reasonable. One of them actually is we should help medical students make the connection between our food system and personal and planetary health. So that's pretty progressive, I'd say.
Seriously. I guess it's not personal, planetary, and animal health, but it's a step.
It's a step. But what RFK Jr. has done is he's taken a select number of those competencies and added a bunch of his own. And I haven't gotten to see the entire list, but there's reporting that some of those competencies are a little wacky. The med schools are not required to incorporate them,
Okay.
but they're
Yeah.
a little wacky. And importantly, several of the competencies encourage medical students to learn about the national nutrition guidelines. Well, that's interesting because recently those guidelines were updated and they literally inverted the food pyramid. So the pointy part is on the bottom and meat and dairy are featured prominently on top. The protein requirement for Americans just in the last month, it went from 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram body weight to 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram body weight. So that's up to double the previous protein requirement. Well, that strikes me as problematic because we were already consuming too much protein based on vast bodies of evidence around how our bodies handle protein and what we actually need, which is more fiber and more nutrients.